Right now, our biggest challenges are around really modernization and agility. I think a lot of my customers have invested in technologies, and it's hard for them to move from that. They don't have the skill sets internally to support a big change and retraining and everything else. So, I think things are kind of slow to turn and to modernize, to where they're obviously to a more efficient scale. I would say first and foremost, we meet a customer where they're at in their journey. We're not locking them into hardware. We're not locking them into a lot of training. We can start small and scale larger. We can start with less advanced technology and scale up to more advanced technology. I think our flexibility is one of our best values. I would say for my customers specifically, Harvester and Harvitron are our top products. I really believe and have had a lot of success with our edge use cases and tactical systems. And a lot of times you see that those systems and that technology really, it's so successful at the edge that it ends up being adopted in the platform itself. Obviously through our open source solution, that gives customer a huge control over choice. Again, meeting a customer where they're at in their journey around containers and virtualization, it gives them, definitely a lower cost, extremely scalable, robust solution that they can really plan long-term with and budget long-term around. App modernization, any cloud-native applications these days should be an app that is able to run in a container. Obviously, we build an extremely robust platform for that. However, in the Air Force, we still are dependent on legacy applications. And so being able to run those applications in a virtualized environment, in a non-segregated environment with best of breed security is, I think that's a huge value add. We're not dependent on hardware. We can deploy on bare metal. We can deploy on virtualization. So it does allow customers to realize their existing assets and be able to modernize their software within those assets and extend that life cycle out in a supported model. Our FOCI mitigation and our certifications throughout our entire stack, everything's validated, everything's tested before it actually hits the RGS suite. I think we definitely outrun our competitors within security and maintaining security compliance. Probably the most successful was running a proof of concept for a tactical edge, ground stations, and after the customer was, after we did various demos with them, they actually wanted to move us into their high side environment, so both classified and JWICS environments, as the reference architecture for the platform there. So it really organically kind of sold itself back from the edge to the platform. Rock and roll, man, rock and roll.